Right.
Go.
I think it'll be okay. You're now live and say hello to Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. And we're going to go preview. And I'm waiting on my iPad app to go live. And
I'm good.
you're good. I've got it. Right. Okay. Oh, let's take that card down and go. And I'll hide the card. We'll switch that camera off and go like this. Hello, Marco.
Hello, Stephen. How are you?
I'm good now. I mean, that basically, I cannot remember the last time that you and I broadcast together. I'm out of
Well,
practice.
it was a little bit.
Yeah,
It's been a
it
while.
was. It was a while ago. Remember it with fondness. But what's brought us together on this occasion on Amazon Live, on Facebook and YouTube, and we're live on YouTube. So hello, YouTube. Is we were approached by somebody.
Absolutely, we were.
We were approached by Soundpeats, and Soundpeats have been kind enough to send us some of their wonderful audio equipment, and that's what we're going to talk about in this broadcast.
Absolutely.
Now, I mean, we don't work for Amazon. We're independent. Any reviews we give you are our own reviews. If we like something, we'll say. If we don't like something, we'll also say. And you're free to ask us questions. If you're watching on Amazon Live, thank you. We'd like to say, please comment, please ask questions, please get involved. Tell us where you're watching from. Ask questions about the Soundpeats kit. And which item are we going to go with first, Marco?
Well, it's up to you. You can pick. I have on my highlights. I have the sound pits, but I can see that. Let me check. The Air 3, they have a pretty nice deal today, so why not start with them?
Okay, so just a minute. Are we talking about this? Because we've got to get. No, it's a capsule 3. So we're not talking about that. Are we talking
Air 3?
Air 3.
These are the wings. The other, I believe that's the other model.
A minute. You've got right. Okay, Marco, I'm going to sort something out in the background. It's over to you.
Oh, I don't have these ones. Go. You can go, or we can talk about the ones I have. I believe maybe we picked different models.
I don't know. I think I think that we both have the wings.
Yes, we both have the wings. The wings and the other model that you showed previously, the Capsule 3. And I believe that the difference, I'm not surprised that you picked those bone conduction phones because I love how much you love them. But right now we have the Air 3 Deluxe HS headset.
I'm confused. Do you have the Air 3 with you or not?
The Air 3, yes, I do. Let me check. Yes, I have them.
If I go there, that's the one you're talking about.
No, these are different. The Air 3 are these. Let me show you. Are these? These are the Air 3 Deluxe. Maybe you can add them to your carousel if you want, because they have
those.
No. These are the bone conduction. Okay. The easiest way, Stephen, if you don't mind, go to my Amazon live show. Go to Amazon.
I'd have a link.
And you can click, because it's highlighted right now in my carousel, the model that I have, and which is in a lightning deal, 35% off.
See, I've got two carousels here. Okay, I'm going to hide that. Okay, and I've got this carousel. Go on. Capsule. Wireless.
Yes, that's one. That one.
That's the one.
Yes. There you
Okay.
go.
We got there. This is going to be a journey of discovery. If you're watching on Facebook and YouTube, all the links have been posted. And, yeah, so I'm going to switch my camera off. And next to you now should be the item you want to talk about.
Yes, yes, they are. So I'm going to switch my camera so you can see them. Okay, look. Oh. Okay. Let me share. We were talking about this before, Stephen and I, and we kind of agree both about some nice features about SoundPits. Let me make my confession. I didn't knew this brand before they reached out to me. Okay, but of course I made my homework. I believe that Stephen made the same. One of the things I like to do when I'm approached by a new brand is let me check their products if they kind of fit with me. They are nice products for me to review. And the second and even most important step is let me check the reviews they have, because I'm not recommending to my community products which are not so good. That's how I like to work. So I made it. They passed through the both tests, and then they sent the products to me. At first sight, I loved how tiny they are. Okay, so it looks cute. Also, I love the details and the nice design they have. It's kind of sophisticated classic design, which I like. This is how they look. Tiny, as you can see, and this is something that Sound Beats has a couple of earbuds which you can't switch the ear tip. Okay, so this one it's just 1 feet. Okay, no ear tip, rubber ear tip, or I believe that lately they are most made with silicone. Okay, but this one it's pretty comfortable as well and fits pretty well in the ear. Okay, and let me share this with you. One of the most surprising things when I was recording the unboxing slash review, first tryout, whatever you want to call it, or you can call everything. This is a blended experience. I put them in my ears and I was completely surprised about the sound quality. Okay. And I believe that when we talk about this kind of devices, okay, I believe that I made to work. Oh. The most important thing is sound quality, because it doesn't matter if they have a fancy case, an amazing device, design, even an app, and they have an app that you can. Do you want to talk about the app? I'm going to leave the app up to you, Stephen.
Okay.
And the thing is, they have a really nice sound, and I want to highlight something in the sound is the brightness of the bass. I've tried lots of earbuds, and with this price range, I can say by far this probably will be the best earbuds that you will find with the brightness of the bass. Because one of the things about the bass, it sometimes it tends to fall in a muffled sound, like, and this one it's pretty clear. So if you want to get a powerful bass but at the same time understand, get all the details in a bright way, this is a pretty nice solution. And with this $38.95 price, it's a no-brainer for sure. Okay, so let me show you them a little bit more. Let me put them so you can see a little bit in detail how they look. Okay, I believe it's this one. Okay, so there you go. And it has a touch control too. You can see in the user manual that they will provide to you how to manage the controls. Okay, what you need to do to go to the next track, previous track, put the volume up, volume down, whatever. Okay, pretty nice earbuds. I can't stress enough my favorite features about them: the quality of the sound, highlighting the bass brilliance. I think I can say it like this, and a pretty nice design as well. So back to you, Steven. These were my thoughts about this Air 3 Deluxe by Soundbeats.
Indeed. I mean, Marco said there about the bass and the brightness of the sound. It is incredible that at this price point, we've got to say that the equipment we're looking at is inexpensive. And we've got things to compare it with. And it compares well because for the price. Now, the next item we're going to look at is down in the carousel, and I'm hopefully going to bring it on screen right now. If I hide that, bring this on screen. Okay, and it's the Soundbeats air conducting. Now, these are different. Basically, the technology behind these. So I'm going to switch Marco's camera off for a moment, and he can. I'm going to come back. Okay. So Mark can relax. He's not going to be on screen for the moment.
I'm not crying in the background because I'm not showing up. I'm not jealous.
Anything that I do this week, Marco can get his own back next week because we're back again same time next week. Marco. So the thing is that I've got headphones. I love over-the-ear headphones because the safety feature, first of all, is that you put them on and they go. If I do it live, that's probably a way to do it. Okay, they go over your ears. And I'm going to make a mess of this. I know I would, but that's it. They're now sat. Now this is great for the outdoors, for jogging, walking, running, and cycling. To have headphones which actually fit over your ears, but leave your ears free to listen. This is a major safety feature because you can still hear things. You can talk to somebody next to you. You can hear the traffic behind you, and the headphones are not interfering with that. Now, the controls on these are simple and straightforward. If I put this close to the camera, you can see that there are only three controls. The first of which is the middle one, which is to switch on. So I'm going to switch this on, hopefully. I'm watching something at the side of me and hoping that it actually works because this is a live demonstration and things can and do that. But they go over your ears. They're safe to use. Basically, what you have is these are not bone conducting headphones. Okay, let's get away from that. These are air, and basically there is a gap between your ears and the speakers, and that looks like so. Okay, so and mine are currently 93% charged. Now, what I would recommend if you're going to use any of the Soundbeats products is to download the app. This one app controls all Soundbeats devices. And as you switch a device on, it will show on the screen and it will tell you what the battery life is. But the other thing is that if I go here, I've got settings. Now, one of those is the ability to do a custom equalizer. And if I go here, I might stop and start this. Basically, you can put together, because we all hear things differently. We all hear, depending on your age, different ranges. And what this does, and we know there are more expensive versions, but what this does, and a set of headphones that are $29.99, is it works out what's the best range for you to hear. Yeah? Because it's pointless your device playing something you can't hear. So there's a test which you go through, and that sets up your mobile phone and the headphones seamlessly. It takes about 5 minutes to go through it, and it's worth it because the difference in sound quality is it blew me away. I mean, I put these headphones on, switched them on, and I played an Amazon track, and I thought that's good. When I'd done this, I thought it's clear. It's got a good bass. It's got a good range of frequencies. Totally different experience. So if you're going to go with Soundbeats, Soundpeats, do download the free app. It can recognize the kit that you're using and it can act accordingly. Yeah. Now, there are 3 controls on here, which are switch on and off, increase volume and decrease volume. Now, all I need to do now is to go over to my mobile phone and go down to connections, go down to Bluetooth, and you can see as soon as I switch these on, they're paired. There's no simple and straightforward. Pair these simply by switching them on, one button on there, and that switches them on. Consider phone, and now I can go on my phone to Amazon Music, of course, and I can press play. Okay, and I'm going to switch the volume up. That's it. I'm happy for the next 10 minutes or so. I can just listen to the music, and the quality is astounding for the price of $29.99. Now, in addition to that, I've got to let you into something now. Just a minute, let me stop. When we got the Soundpeats, we were also given, I need my glasses for the next bit. Yeah, we were also given discount codes. So therefore, I can tell you that there is a discount code here for the Run Free Light, which will give you an extra 15% off. I may get this right. So 15% extra off if you use the code that's down below me now. But for walking, for jogging, for running, for cycling, these stay on your head. The other thing is, if you're cycling, I'm going to turn round for a moment, just so I can actually show you. Do not actually your head. They're not close to your head. So if you're cycling, then camera's gone. If you're cycling, they're not going to chafe, which I think is brilliant design. So these are not basically, well, they're not expensive. They are inexpensive. They're $29.99. And all I can say is I'm blown away by the sound quality on these headphones. And I'm looking forward to using them. I'll be going out running later, training for my 5K on Saturday. I'll be going out running. I'll be wearing these. And that means that when we come back next week, I can report on a week's use of them because I go out running every day. And these are going to be good. I can sense it. So I'm going to take solo off. I'm giving a warning to Marco. I'm going to switch Marco's camera on. We're back. I mean, that's the thing about these. I'm just going to hide that for a moment. Is the actual quality. Now we are saying these are inexpensive, but the sound. What at the end of the day, what you're after is the sound, and the sound quality using the app, which is free to download. Sound quality setting the equalizer on the app, simple and straightforward to do. So I'm enjoying using these headphones, and I shall report back next week, and that is these ones. Okay, so it's the Soundpeats Air Conducting. Thank you for the click. $29.99. Now, at this point, I normally say if I go back a moment, I'm going to hide that because we don't want that there. Back in a second. Let me go here. Into grips with things. Right, just a note, if you are watching us live, I want to say a big thank you. Whether you're watching on Marco's page or my page, thank you very much. But we want you to know Amazon Live is not showing viewer numbers at the moment. So when you actually watch Marco and I, and you look to the live button up there, it doesn't show a number. Marco and I can tell you that you're not alone in watching us.
Yes.
Hello, Marco.
On my side, 10 million people watching. I believe on your side it should be something between 1 and 25 million people.
It is. You're quite right about the range. It is somewhere around there.
Yes, but yes,
Okay.
you're not alone for sure. And even if you were alone, you had the two of us talking with you.
Truly.
And
Truly.
I forgot to mention, and thank you so much for the heads up, because I forgot to add the codes.
Well,
But the
I've
thing
got to say,
is, right now you can pick them because they are enabled on my side as well, and you have more coupons on the products pages. For instance, the Run Free Light, they have a 10% code, and also the ones I've talked before,
yeah,
they have an 8% coupon. Okay, so if you want to check, and I can't stress enough about this, Stephen already mentioned the fact that you may think, oh, they are not expensive earbuds or headphones, whatever. They are not as good as others. The thing is, when we talk about sound quality, you will have a pretty nice surprise. As I had the last week when I first tried them, I said, okay, let me try this, and whoa, and I believe this is something that, because sometimes, yeah, sometimes expensive products, they are pretty good, and we associate, there's kind of a link between being expensive and being good. I can accept that. Sometimes we have not so expensive or cheap products, which they kind of compromise the main feature um, with that. In this case, the product has an amazing main quality, which is the sound quality. That's
there's been no compromise on the sound quality at all. And
absolutely
and
not at all.
with the app, I mean, of all the soundpiece items we're talking about today, use the one app to actually calibrate everything and get everything sorted. Marco, I'm going to hand over to you. What is the next item you're going to tell us?
Okay, I believe that both of us, we are sportive people, and
Yeah.
okay, when for instance, and you mentioned this in the Run Free, and this is a pretty important thing. I believe that, for instance, if you like to cycle on a road, or if you are like to run close to a road, I believe that the hair free, the run free type of headphones is um, the better one, okay, because they will allow you to hear what's happening in the surroundings, and without compromising listening to your favorite musics, your favorite podcast, your favorite uh, audiobooks, you name it. But if you would like to go to the gym, I believe that this kind of hooked, I think I can call them hooked, earbuds
Hooked.
are
Hooked.
hooked, hooked.
Hooked. So
is
it's my Lancashire accent.
it's and that's nice about this accents, because I don't know if we ever talked about this. I have There's these accents here in Portugal as well, of course, and here in the north where I live, we have some particularly things in the accent. And there's one thing: if you go like from Aveiro, because Aveiro, it's almost, I believe it's the last, it's kind of in the boundary between the center and the north of Portugal. Okay. And the thing is, due to the Spanish influence, where I live, in the ancient times, it was a main kind of region called Galicia. Okay. And I'm in the Galician Portuguese side of the Galicia, the old in Galicia, and Galicia from Spain is the ancient, okay, place where the Galicia was, and even the Portuguese, it a derivation of Galego, which is the Galician idiom. Because in Spain, even though we like to call it Spanish, Spanish doesn't exist. They have around 5 different idioms. Trivia moment. So one
Well,
of the
yeah.
things that it's usual here, I tried to correct myself, and I think I'm doing it nice. But one of the things, I don't know if you have ever noticed that Spanish, in Spanish, let's call it like this to simplify things, they say the B and the V in the same way. B. Okay?
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
it's very good instead of very good. Okay? And here in the north of Portugal, we tend to say it the same way. Doesn't matter if it's a B or a V, people tend to say B all the time. Okay. As I said, I tried to correct myself. I'm always educating myself. Please say V, because in Portuguese it is V. We have V and the B, but in Spanish, and it happens also across the whole Latin American countries, they say B all the time.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's Sevilla or Barcelona. They will say Sevilla and Barcelona. So talking about these accent things. So why do I love these kind of sound pits wings S2? Again, they have a pretty nice sound. One of the things I like is this nice case, well designed as well, with this little, I don't know, how can I call this, Stephen? Please help me.
Uh, yeah, it's a hook.
Okay,
A hook.
because
Yeah.
one of the things, and I can share this tip with you, if you are not a non-native English speaker, when you don't know the name of something, call it thing. That's how I solve my problems.
Okay.
I point it and I call it this thing. Now the name, it's up to you. So it has a pretty nice designed case, not as solid as other brands, but I don't think this is an issue. I'm not planning to play hockey with the case. So you open it, and there you go. You put these hooks around your ears, and I believe that's when the magic happens. Again, the good sound, it's granted. Okay. So no worries about it. These ones, they don't have replaceable ear tips as well. Okay, this is one size fits all. And the good thing about this kind of hooks, first, is usually when we are practicing sports, we need to jump, we need to run, whatever. Okay, and one of the things that happens, for instance, I don't know about you, Stephen, but I've tried the other two main kind of listening devices to practice sports. One was those this kind of earbuds, okay, oops, like this, and I've tried headphones as well with that arc around the hair. Headphones don't work because I sweat a lot, and at some point they start to slide back into my head. Not something good. And the other kind of earbuds, they tended to fell out of my ears. Okay, so good thing about these ones is that, as you can see, they are around my ear, so they don't, even though I can run and they may kind of get out of the ear, they don't fall. And also, for instance, when I have some personal training sessions and I need to, my PT is talking with me, I can remove this out of my ear. And sometimes I use it like just like this, so I can listen the music, and at the same time, I can listen what is happening in my surroundings. So they are pretty nice sounding earbuds. And also, They are sweat proof, which is pretty practical. So we can set a sweat without the fear, oh, these earbuds will kind of stop functioning. And also, as you may guess, you can control them through the app. I need to try the app on my iPhone because I didn't make it so far. Back to you, Stephen. And by the way, I believe they have a deal. Okay, if you pick them on my side of the stream, and I believe if you pick from Stephen's side, you can get the deal. And just let me double check. In the product page, you have a 10% coupon as well. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know what you are waiting for. And let me share this with you. I'm a kind of crazy guy. Okay. I'm a crazy guy. I don't know about you, Stephen, but for instance, if I practice football on Monday, if I go to the gym on Tuesday, if I go now, lately I'm not doing this, but hopefully September, October, I will be back playing paddle on Wednesday. I have three different bags to take. Okay. So I don't want to putting things from one side to another. I want to have the whole package there so I can know that I won't forget anything.
Mm.
And the thing is, for instance, on my gym's bag, I have two, three pairs of earbuds because if one gets out of battery, whatever, I have a replacement. So these ones will be one of them on my gym bag.
Brilliant. Yeah, I'm got the same model here, which is the Sandpeats Wing 2, which is if you use this code, you get a 20% off, and Marco has said as well as 10% on the page itself. So click link in the carousel to find out more. But in using these, I've been using the app, and the app is showing the wings at the moment. And if I go here, I can customize this. I can customize my listening. And the thing is that when I go to Amazon Music and just press play, it's incredible sound quality because they've not. Just need to stop it. They haven't skimped on the sound quality. The reason that we buy audio equipment is for the quality of the sound, and these wings just work out the box. They are incredible, high quality sound, good bass, wide range, and like Marco, I've lost track of the number of earbuds that I've lost. The fact that these go over your ear means you're not going to lose them when you're walking, running, jogging, or cycling. So on my carousel, you've got wings. On Marco's carousel, you've got the wings as well. So we're both
You can
flying.
fly.
We got there at the same time. We're both flying today on sound advice. So love these, and they're easy to operate. I mean, you don't need to do anything. You can calibrate them whenever you wish. You only need to do that once, and they're good to use. And if you've got several of them, because everything we're showing you, in actual fact, for about $120, you could get all three. You need to have a choice. Okay, you can compare. I mean, I can't. If I said to you, go out and buy three XXX, then you're spending hundreds of dollars. So they're inexpensive. They are high quality, surprisingly so. We were both surprised by the quality of the sound, pleasantly so. And Soundpeats, we just learning about Soundpeats. They have 20 million music lovers in 30 different countries. So they've been around for quite a while and established a reputation. The average rating on Amazon is 4.9, which is incredible in this day and age. And I haven't found anything, because as you know, we're independent reviewers. If we find anything we don't like, we'll say. But these are flexible to go over your ears, and they stay in place when you're jogging, walking, running, and cycling. So from myself and Marco, that is the wings, and that is this, and I'll show it on screen. It is the Soundpeats Wings 2. Right, okay. What's the third item you've got?
Just let me highlight two things, Stephen, if you don't mind. Let me see. So they have 30 hours of battery life. So it means that if you practice 1 hour daily, you have the whole month covered, which is pretty nice. The second feature is that they already have the 5.3 Bluetooth chip. And one of the things I love about this chip, before besides being faster, is the fact that it allows a wider range of work. So if, for instance, you go to the gym and you want to put the cell phone on a given place and move around, you will, I think it's around 30 meters wide range that you can go around. And probably you already know that one of the not so good things about Bluetooth is that they have a kind of short range of operation. The 5.3 version, it's way wider, farther than usual.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, good. So, what is the third item in your carousel from Sam?
The third, it's the Capsule 3.
Surprisingly, I've got the Capsule 3 as well. So I'll go first.
Okay.
So
Okay. I'll let
right.
you.
Okay, now one of the things that we do when we're looking to buy a new product is we're looking for reviews. Now, Mark and I are doing a live review today. But when I got the Capsule 3, which is down the carousel at the moment, it is 13% off. However, if I put my glasses on, I can also tell you that it's a 20% off if you use the code that I've just given you. So you can get an additional 20%, which would cut them down again. Okay, so we are giving you good prices today whilst we're live. The codes work whilst we're live on this broadcast, and they come in their own case. The case is on the bottom of the case. You can see the charging port, USB-C, cable is supplied. Now, just a note, we did say we'd be totally honest with you. We are being totally honest. But the problem is that the cables that come are short. Okay, now there are reasons for this. Obviously, packaging reason, cost reasons. The cables on Sandpeak's products are short. However, you can get an extension leader, your green extension, 2-meter extension, gets rid of all the problems. But as far as the earbuds themselves are concerned, in the case opens, and as soon as you open the case, they switch on. And to prove that, I'm going to go here, and hopefully in a second, I'm just waiting for this. It says it's searching, and it's searching. As soon as I switch them on, the app can see them straight away. So all you need to do to switch them on is to open the case. Simple and straightforward. Now, looking at one of the buds, Marco will go into it more deeply than I. I'm still working out how to work these. Okay, that's it. Now, you do get supplied with them 3 different covers that you can put on, depending on you've got to size them, and you get different sizes that you can try. Yeah, because what you want them to do is stay in your ears. Now, as I said a moment ago, one of the things that you do is you go and check out the reviews. And I went to check out the reviews for the Capsule 3 Pro on YouTube, and I was totally amazed because the reviews are outstanding. Never mind the kit. People love this device on YouTube, of all places. The reviews were all positive, and I take that as it's the first time I've seen it, because most times people have got niggles, but with these on YouTube, people just love them. Now, you open the box and then you actually put them in. They're already powered up. You can then pair them, and this is probably going to drop out straight away. I'll let Marco demonstrate. But you put those in, and that's it. This is the best quality sound amongst the products that we're showing you today. It just blew me away, the actual quality of the sound. And again, with the app, you can set up your own equalizer, which means you're going to get a great response. But I'm amazed at the quality of all the soundpiece equipment we're showing you today. They have not skimped on anything in relation to sound. And with that note, because I love them, I shall be using them. And over to Marco. We'll have Marco's take on these headphones. Sorry, earbuds. Over to you, Marco.
Okay, so one of the nice things is that they are IPX4, which means that they can get some splashing. Okay, so if you are listening and for some reason it starts raining, they can bear with that. Okay, they can deal with the rain. Also, let me just. Oh, they have a pretty nice autonomy. Okay, they have 52 hours playtime. Okay, of course, if you are listening loud, but you should not. Okay, you should be aware of that as well, because sometimes we tend to go a little bit crazy putting the music too loud, and then we get deaf, and at some point you don't hear anything. Also, I want to highlight again the design and the bass quality. I can't stress enough, and I believe that meanwhile some new people arrived, and I want to stress the fact that among the sound quality, I want to highlight the fact that the bass has an amazing brilliance, which is not usual. And if we are talking about this price range, it's even more unusual. Okay, how bright the bass sound is for me a pretty nice and recommendable feature, because you don't hear that muffled bass like okay, it's clear, you can. And with that, and I love this kind of sound when you get details. For instance, when we are listening acoustic music, one of the things I like to listen, I don't ask me why, this is kind of a crazy thing of mine, but I like to hear that slide when they are playing acoustic guitar. I love to hear the sound when they are sliding through the strings. That I love it. I don't know why, but I love it. It kind of sounds real, you know? This is not a machine making the music. It's a human. Okay. I believe that in within 2 years they will be just AI doing music. But the thing is, and this is one. Do you let me share this? When I'm first trying this kind of thing, and I use this as well for speakers. One of the things is let me try this with acoustic guitars, because it's a good way for you to listen how detailed the sound comes from these devices. And when I can hear that sliding through the strings, my day it's me. They make my day. And this happens with this nice Soundpeats Capsule 3. These are absolutely nice earbuds. And the thing again, I love the case. Let me show you in detail. Wait, okay, this is mirrored, but it is actually, look how sophisticated, classic design. I really love the way they design, and even the earbuds, they are pretty well designed as well. Okay, they have a pretty nice active noise canceling. I didn't try it yet with phone calls. So
No.
if you are watching us, you can call. But I will in a while. Back to you, Stephen.
Right.
And they
Okay.
have a deal as well.
Yeah, there is a deal. If I just put the deal on screen, and that is for the Capsule 3 Pro, it's 20% off with the code FRCAPRO. Um, Right now, the thing is, if I just go here, that we've only been using these for days, and next week when we're live, we'll have been using them for a week. I'll have been out running with these. I'll be out running with the other one, the wings as well, and we'll be able to report back on actually how they stand up. When it's we know they don't do well with rain, but they do well with showers. Heavy rain, no, but showers uh, they go up to 40 rather than 67. But in terms of the quality of the sound, that's what we're both impressed
I can't hear you, Stephen. Are you there?
by. I'm here. Yeah,
Okay.
we're impressed. We're impressed by the quality of the sound.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And let me share this with you. I don't know about you, Stephen, but I'm pretty strict about brand collaborations. Okay, I'm getting some approaches, and one of the things that makes me work or not work with a brand, it's also how the representatives they talk with me.
Yeah,
So they were pretty approachable, pretty kind, pretty responsive. And this, because my thought is this: if the people, these brand representatives, don't treat properly, don't communicate properly with influencers, I believe they will act the same way with their customers. And I believe that my one of our roles as content creators, influencers, whatever you want to call it, it's kind of being the people between brands and customers. Like, okay, I'm going to try before and then I can recommend to you. And if by any reason, and communication it's one of them, I don't trust 100% on your behavior, probably this is a good reason for me not to work with you, because there's not just getting amazing products, because sometimes we may think, and I believe that I'm not the only one in this approach, in this mind thinking. The thing is, I don't want to be recommending products that I'm not 100% sure, at least at that moment, that they will fulfill your needs. And today, when we talk about products, we are talking about the whole range of situations you may go through with that brand. Not just, okay, they have pretty nice sound, but for instance, and this could happen, they don't work properly. You need to replace them, or you need some assistance because some feature is not working as good as you may think or you may want. The fact that they are responsive, it's pretty good. Let me share, without saying the brand, this happened to me uh, lately. I bought HD and it stopped working. So first bad experience was that I lost the data that was there. And even when I talked with assistants, they were not pretty simple to. At some point, I told the rep, I think it would be easier to make a master degree than reaching out to you.
Mhm.
They were pretty complex, and I didn't like that this. And the second thing, I had this guarantee moment kind of on standby, and today, because I wanted to actually replace the hard drive, I I filled the whole form and I pressed submit, and I got this email back. So you need to pay for the shipment cost to send the product. And I said, what? Because for me, this doesn't make any sense. Because I'm already losing, because the whole data that it's there, I'm going to lose it. Okay. I could ask for recovery, but it's so expensive to recover a hard drive. I don't know if you ever need it, Stephen, but it's really is expensive to recover. So I reached out to Amazon. I shared with them, look, this happened to me, and Amazon, as usual, covered me. That's what makes a difference between a good brand and everything else. Is when you show that you really want to help and you really care about your customers. Because if one product that you sold to me didn't work properly and you are asking me to pay to send it back to you, excuse me, but this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Back to you,
I
Steve.
mean, no, we do need brands to be ethical in their approach,
Absolutely.
because the way that they treat us is the way, as you said, that they would treat customers. And the communication we've had with Soundpeats so far is very positive, and they've been very helpful
Absolutely.
all along the way.
Absolutely.
And I don't normally do brand deals, as you know, but in this case, when I was approached, it was audio equipment I love and headphones that use every day. So when I saw, and I just featured it in the carousel again, when I saw the Soundbeats Air, which is 20% off today, with a further discount as well, I thought an awesome price. Yeah, it is. You couldn't. I couldn't believe it. And when I actually put these on, and I use the app to set up the equalizer, and this is, I mean, this is on. Okay, let's just switch these on first of all. Then the app will wake up. I'm just switching these on. Power on. That's the first thing you know. And then on the app, straight away, the app will see them and it tells me these are the Soundpeats Run Free Light and they're 93% charged. 93%, talk about it now, and it's USB C, USB A cable, just plug it in and recharge. It's just so simple to do. The controls are simple. Okay, you've got switch on and off, increase volume, decrease volume. That's all you need. When I go out walking, jogging, running, and cycling with these, well, I don't go cycling, but I do walking, running, and jogging. I'm going to test these out. Over the next week, I shall go for 5 runs out of the 7 days and we'll report back, because the thing you want is some stability. Okay. When I'm wearing headphones for jogging, I want to be sure that they're not going to annoy me. Now, point one, these do not go in my ear. What happens is that the speaker there goes at the front of your ear there, and they do not get inside your earlobe. So inside your ear, and they're easy to put on. Yeah, that's it. Installation, no problem at all. Switching on, one button. Switching off, one button. Increase volume, decrease volume. It's got everything that you need. And I'm just so impressed. And at the price, which I'm just going to read it again because I still don't believe it. It's these are $29.99, which is 25% off the normal $40 price. And you can get another 15% if you use the code that's there. Incredible quality. I mean, what you're after when you're out and about is the fact that you've got safety. You can hear somebody, talk to the person next to you. You can hear everything that's going on behind you, traffic-wise. But yet, you can listen to loud rock music for 90 minutes, and when you get home, you take these off. Just listen. There's nothing in your ears. They've not fallen off. I'm going to report back on that. If they do, I'll tell you. But they're so far, so good. So back to both of us, if I go here, and this has been Stephen and Marco, if I get this the right way around, Marco. Okay. Would you like to close today's broadcast, Marco?
Well, if you are looking for good sounding, and the thing is they have the last technology, because usually we see these kind of prices with products with not so modern features technology. Okay, for instance, this the headphones that you just talked, it is also a 5.3 Bluetooth chip. Okay, so amazing, and amazing price, amazing sound, easy to use, cute. And this is a matter, this is my personal taste, the design. I love the design, and when you have black on your colors, it's a blues. Okay, so I really love all these things, the sound, the design, the price as well, and pretty nice technology as well. So they are not outdated technology, they are pretty updated technology. I believe you need to stay with Soundbeats because it's a really nice and recommendable choice for you.
Yeah, I'm just going to try and get hide that. Okay, from Marco and I in Portugal and in England. We'll be back next week when the host of the show is Mr. Marco Nova. Thank you for watching. Take care. We'll
Thank
see
you.
you again soon.
Have a nice week. Bye bye.
Hasta la vista.